What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Les Alex here for Impact, and we are live and in living color with round number 1 of our Modern FNM. We've got James on Nivmagus combo against Vasilios on Red White Energy. So, obviously, James playing his old faithful, and Vasilios playing one of the better decks in the format. So this should be a pretty good one. Thank you all so much for joining us. If you're watching live, we appreciate you. Make sure to follow if you're new here. Consider subscribing, giving us some of those Bezos bucks. It would mean the world to us. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell icon so you don't miss out on content just like this. And, of course, hit up impactgamingcenter.gg for all of your Magic the Gathering needs. Both these players are off to the races. James going to do a little slick shot show off action here, but it is not getting cast currently. Just getting ready. The cat into the red zone.
I'll take one. I will go to
Instep. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining us. We've got 36, I think. 36 in the building for Modern, and then we've got 40 or 50 for Commander. So thank you all so much for joining us, especially if you're here and you're watching this after the fact, or you might be watching it on your phone. I don't know. I don't know your life. But thank you all so much for joining us.
How many cards are in? I have 2. Galvanic Blast targeting Nivmagus.
Galvanic Blast targeting Nivmagus. And it will take down one of the elementals. Elegant Parlor going to be the land of choice here, fetched out by Vasilios. Both players been playing quite some time. I remember playing with James way back in the day, probably over a decade ago. Vasilios, I haven't known him as long, but I know he's been playing for quite some time. Very, very good players here. James always playing some form of red, usually some Nivmagus combo iteration in Modern. And Vasilios kind of bounces around decks. Static Prison going to enter the battlefield and take down the elemental. So threat, consider it neutralized here. For Vasilios, going to get in for 2, down to 14, up to 19 for Vasilios. Always refer to the life pad there, because obviously I'm doing things in the background, and they are on top of it typically. Yeah, it changes colors. It changes colors. How's it going, Tempered Conflagrant? How are you doing tonight? Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I'm going to bring up Nivmagus Elemental for you on screen so you know what it does. You can exile an instant or sorcery spell you control, so while it's on the stack, and you can put +2 +1/+1 counters on it. Pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward Magic the Gathering card there. I guess that's a little confusing if you don't know, how the stack works, but straightforward. Glad to actually catch one. A stream or James playing Nivmagus? Considering copying deck list once he's happy with it. It's fair. That is fair. Oh, catch a stream? Sure. Yeah, we are glad you could. We've got 36 players playing Modern tonight. So we got a packed house pretty much. Tomorrow, if you're into Pokemon, we have a 1K Cup starting at 10 a.m. Gonna be a busy one. Combat time. Get in there with the squad. Trigger the Guided Souls. Down to 9, up to 21. James, as you could imagine, this deck, this Nivmagus combo deck, not great when it's trying to fight from behind. Excellent when it's on the front foot, but
We will go to end.
in step, are we having cities? Is the city blessing us?
Double the token. So it's second path and second. So I'm going to do this. We'll use this to distinguish the number.
All right, so the dice is going to distinguish the number, and I'm not sure how well you can hear Vasilios right now.
And that will trigger Guided Souls.
Guided Soul is going to get triggered 4 times. Ton of energy. Ton of life.
I will ban
And back to James. Draws his card. Ponders his hand. Yeah, it says this game's over. Scoops him up, and that will be that. Vasilios going to take game number 1 in pretty quick fashion. Let's reset these life totals for you. Thank you all so much for joining us as we get back to the booth. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you. We appreciate you here at Impact Gaming Center. We are located at 49 Ludwig Drive in the fabulous Fairview Heights, Illinois. So if you're in the Metro East, Metro St. Louis East area, or in St. Louis, come on out to see us. We're about 15 minutes from downtown St. Louis in the fabulous Fairview Heights. But yeah, hit up impactgamingcenter.gg. We ship all over the place. But as these two start to sideboard, is the big cam working? Let's see. All right, so I can't move it, but as you can see, we've got people playing Modern there. Some looks like maybe Warhammer or some kind of tabletop games there to the left. Some more Modern players to the left and to the right, in the foreground and the background to the right. But yeah, we are 10 minutes into the round. We're already done with game 1. That's typically how this matchup's going to go, red white versus Nivmagus combo. As these two start to get set up for game 2. Let's kick it back down there. Vasilios winning game 1. Distinguished by the little blue circle next to his life total. They will need to reset their life totals on the gamepad there, but other than that, how's the chat doing? How we doing? How y'all doing? How you doing? How the lurkers doing? How are everybody else doing? Busy day here at Impact. We opened at 3, as we do every Friday. And it has been nonstop since the moment we opened. These guys are about started. Sorry, I'm doing some things on the back end here that I'm trying to figure out if we... Trying to get some videos in between rounds for you. That way, you know, you don't have to just sit here and wait. I guess I could... I'm gonna try and download a video while we're streaming. This might crash the computer. We're gonna try it though. See if it works. All right, here's a Nivmagus Elemental. Alrighty. Vasilios already off to a pretty good start here with the Ajani and a token. Obviously, James does have an Nivmagus Elemental, so that's always where he wants to be early in the game. Looks like we are going to fetch down to 13, as always. Refer to the life pad there and not the life total that I have.
Another tap die. I remember the back. Sure. Terrifying. Shot. Trigger a gun. Yep. Gut shot results. I guess that's gut shot. And you pay for it or you pay less? Pay 2. Trigger a gun. Yep. Guess your impact below what I don't have. I won't put it.
All right. I think I figured it out how to have some gameplay footage being played as we are in between rounds.
I will attempt to galvanic discharge targeting the it will give me 3. So at most I'll be able to do 3 damage. Have you 9?
Have you at 9? Is that a 9er?
2. No. I'll just get my 3. Of course, in. Shock Sacred Fire. Okay. Wrap of the Skies.
Wrath of the Skies. Whew. That's a good one. Hey, what's up, River? How's it going? How are you tonight? Thanks for joining us. We appreciate that. How are you doing?
If you resolve
Does James Dex have any way into evasion?
resolves, there's no time to do anything. Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. Possible.
Blast from the past. Yeah, Nivmagus. I mean, James.
Sure. A bunch of storm triggers. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Bunch of storm triggers. I'm well. It's been a good day so far. So far, so good. Cannot complain, my friend. Thank you for asking. But yeah, we'll have a interlude match in between rounds. It'll be the same one each round, but at least it won't be just ads.
There's one piece in. All right. Sure. Yes. So you have to okay. Pass.
Alrighty, back to James. A little attack.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is what's coming at me. Yep.
10 is what's coming at me, says Vasilios. No blocks.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Tainted Strike. James going to take it here. Game 2 going to go to James. Giving all his creatures Infect. A pretty good way to win the game, I suppose. All right. Back to the booth. These are quick ones, folks. These are quick ones. We're here for a good time, not a long time. Am I right? All right. Who y'all got in this final match, in this final game? Let me know in the comment section. Thanks to all of our new followers that we've got over the last couple weeks. We are 3 away from 600 followers on Twitch. So that is incredible. Get 3 more followers. That would be awesome if we could get those tonight. Also want to shout out just a couple of the new subscribers we got on the channel. Desiri4. Shout out. Big Colts. And It Reynolds. Red Knowles. Sorry about that. It's a rough matchup for James, but I'm still rooting for him. That's what's up. Yeah, I mean, Vasilios just puts so much on the ground there. It's hard to get past for James. Alrighty, both players ready to roll. Looks like Vasilios is going to sideboard. Or not sideboard, mulligan, rather.
It is a mix. Force me to flip it, and then you can just unlock her.
All right. They'll fix the scoreboard here in a second, I'm sure.
I will keep.
All right, Vasilios gonna keep here. And we will be off to the races, so shock, monkey, go. We'll go to 18. Now you will go to 20. And they fixed the life pad, thankfully. Is that a token? It's an energy token. Yeah, it's an energy token. Probably Vasilios. Being that he's playing red-white energy, probably anticipating that some energy tokens will be...
It is something I can cast. Can I read this? It's a mage bat +2/+2, right?
Oh, that's actually, like, not terrible for Vasilios. He could cast it.
Ocelot Pride?
Ocelot Pride, probably. And then there's... Wow, okay. You don't see Ragavan really getting gut shot the Ocelot Pride to take it down. That makes sense. Down to 16 goes James. His life total is pretty irrelevant. He just wants to go fast. Thundering Falls going to get some surveil action going on here. James has got to land a Nivmagus and get to work, but unfortunately Vasilios looks like we do have a couple ways. Thraben Charm and the Static Prison in Vasilios' hand. Likely going to be able to stifle James's plans if a Nivmagus is to hit the board, and it looks like James does have a Nivmagus in hand. There's a Sacred Foundry. Down to 12 goes James.
Why not?
And Nivmagus has a friend as well. Wrath of the Skies drawn for Vasilios, so we could go Wrath of the Skies for one. Granted, it just blow up the whole board. I'm not sure if Vasilios is willing to do that at this point. Likely not. Going to combat. Monkey gonna battle. Down to 10 goes James.
Can't cast that one.
Static Prison. Gonna take down the Nivmagus. James shakes his head and passes back from Vasilios to James. Another Static Prison. And James says, yep. Trigger Ragavan. James going to get dropped to 8. Apostle's Blessing. Vasilios says, I can cast that. However, I'm not going to. And right back to James. All right. Can't seem to stick one of these creatures on the battlefield. Back to Vasilios. Vasilios contemplating what he wants to do during this turn. Turn him sideways. What's James got? James not giving us much to look at in his hand. No blocks, down to 6. Flusterstorm revealed. Vasilios declines to cast that one. Two Thraven Charms, a Wrath of the Skies. So Thraven Charming. So Thraven Charm deals damage equal to twice the number of creatures you control to any target creature. Mutagenic growth. Yep. Gonna grow the clever one. I can't remember the name of the and he's casting the Flusterstorm. Oh baby, that's a spicy meatball. And James is just kind of like, yeah, forgot about that one. Because thanks to Ragavan, he can cast it till the end of the turn. Doesn't have to cast it then and there. That's funny. Oh, a Flusterstorm of his own, though. Wow. That's insane. Gonna counter the Thraben Charm. And Vasilios just shakes his head and passes turn. Apostle's Blessing, Tainted Strike. Gonna get a Slick Shot Show Off. Being casted. Not sure the last card in James's hand, but apparently it's not good enough to try and go for the gold here. That's a Seasoned Pyromancer that Vasilios just drew. Can cast it thanks to the treasures generated by Ragavan. Ragavan, get in there. James does have a Slick Shot Show Off here, though. Gonna block an Apostle's Blessing. So finally, this Vasilios's Ragavan might be in some trouble here. Not just going the distance with Ragavan beats, which is pretty much what it's been primarily this whole game. He forgot. Oh, he forgot to pay for the. He forgot to pay for his static prisons. Yeah, so Vasilios is obviously like rewind. We're rewinding a little bit here because James would have had the Nivmagus and the other clever boy. I think it's a woman, but clever one. Definitely changes the complexion of the game for sure. Yeah. I will say this is not like Vasilios. Usually he's playing pretty tight. Top 8'd a bunch of our RCQs. He top 8'd a RCQ last weekend. Usually on top of it, but so over Lumimancer. Lumimancer? Wrath of the Skies. Gonna get rid of all the creatures on the battlefield. And Vasilios gonna pass. So kind of had that ace up his sleeve this whole time. So James not gonna be able to capitalize off dash in the Ragavan, bash you. Down to 2. Not a lightning bolt. That would have been incredible for Vasilios. And James is going to say, I got nothing. Vasilios going to wrap things up here, and that will be that for the match. What a match it was. Holy smokes. So Vasilios going to improve to 1-0 here at the start of our tournament. James going to drop to 0-1, but could still win a ton of store credit. Hey, we have 3 followers. 3 more followers, and we have 600 on Twitch. If y'all could do your thing, hit that follow. Hey, RoxRS, thank you so much for that follow. We appreciate you. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Hey, Bears Airs, thank you for that follow. We appreciate that. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching live and haven't checked out our YouTube channel and would like to see over 200 videos just like this in our catalog over on YouTube, just hit up YouTube and search Impact Gaming Center. Hit up impactgamingcenter.gg for all of your Magic the Gathering needs. We've got tons of cards in stock. Probably every single card you saw. At least one copy of every card you saw played in this matchup. Thank you all so much. I've been Les Alex for Impact Gaming Center. We appreciate you. I am going to give you last week's finals in this next slide. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. There will be a brief ad and then into the video from last week. Thank you all so much. Until I see you next time, catch you all on the flippy flop. Adios, everyone.